Welcome to Around the Peninsula. I'm Senior Airman Taylor West. People celebrate Christmas in many ways, but at Camp Walker's Chapel, they decided to celebrate using music. Sergeant Mark Breha takes us to the 2015 Christmas Cantata to hear what it's all about.
Rehearsals came to an end as performers made their final preparations for the combined choir Christmas Cantata. Families fill the Camp Walker Chapel waiting to celebrate the holiday with music. And then it begins.
I am very excited. We put a lot of effort into this, a lot of resources, a lot of facilitation, and we're looking to have a really great time today. It's going to get loud and exciting, and a lot of lights, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of movement on the altar area.
And it did. The performers have practiced since the end of October, putting together over 30 practices in that time frame, all to get ready for this.
It was wonderful. We've spent 5 weeks rehearsing, so it's been many hours practicing, but to have it all come together today was wonderful.
The performance includes both traditional and non-traditional Christmas hymns, as well as skits. Kids sing and dance alongside the combined choir in the celebration as well. Army Sergeant Mark Breha, Camp Walker, Korea.
The celebration filled the chapel, leaving only standing room for the audience for an hour and a half. The holiday season can be a lot of fun, but can also be stressful. Sergeant A.J. Bate shows us an event that allows more convenience and eases burdens during the holiday season.
Volunteers and vendors attend a holiday bazaar at Camp Humphreys Super Gym. The bazaar includes products from over 70 vendors in South Korea, making shopping more accessible this holiday season. Bazaar chairperson Julie Desaunier of the United Club tells us some of the things she likes.
So here at the bazaar, you'll be able to get a number of products, anything from Korean furniture, rugs, tea, all kinds of food products, jewelry, pottery, leather goods, wood crafts, so we have a wide variety of things available. The bazaar is a fundraiser for the scholarships and welfare grants for the year. So we give scholarships out to spouses and kids within the Camp Humphreys community, as well as grants to community organizations.
From Camp Humphreys, I'm Army Sergeant A.J. Bate.
Bazaar Funds supports scholarships for spouses and children in the Camp Humphreys community, including grants to community organizations. You better watch out, you better not cry. Army Sergeant Kevin Spence is going to tell you why.
Ready or not, Santa is coming to town. Garrison Commander Colonel Maria Oath and her husband bring Christmas alive for children through the magic of books.
I love to see the reactions of the kids, especially when they get drawn into the story. It's really neat when they get involved.
The 8th Army Band raised holiday spirits with popular carols.
The fact that we got the kids singing Jingle Bells before we started, and then we got to read and sing the 12 Days of Christmas, so they really enhanced this whole event.
Colonel Oath proved a hit with the children, but the true celebrity was Old Saint Nick. Of course, no holiday is complete without well wishes.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. Happy holidays. Be safe on behalf of USAG Yongsan, the leadership, the staff, and the workforce.
Army Sergeant Kevin Spence, Yongsan, Korea.
Approximately 100 members of the community, including children and their parents, showed up to the event. Camp Casey Elementary School started a new computer class, Hour of Code. Army Sergeant Patrick Ferreris tells what students did in that class.
Nowadays, as we are in the computer age, more schools are providing computer programming classes. As such, Casey Elementary School established the Hour of Code class.
The goal of Hour of Code is to promote computer science during National Computer Science Week, the second week of December.
Students from pre-K through 8th grade took the Hour of Code class.
This class is important to teach children because computers encompass our lives, and a lot of students use applications for their iPhones, their tablets, their smartphones, and it gives students a basic idea of computer programming.
After the computer programming lecture, students were given time to practice on their own.
It's not in the book, it's not old school, and we get to use the technology for it. So it's like more modern, futuristic matter. It probably will help me. So I think Hour of Code is extremely helpful.
Though some of the students had trouble processing the right codes, they were eventually able to successfully accomplish their mission. Reporting from Camp Casey Elementary School, Korea, I'm Army Sergeant Patrick Ferraris.
Hour of Code is a global movement that hopes to increase students' understanding of how technology works. Down at Casey Elementary School, students are welcoming the winter season with music. Army Sergeant Anthony Alcantar takes us to the show.
With sweaty palms and weak knees, standing in front of a large audience can be a menacing task, even for adults. Casey Elementary School students use their winter musical, Bring On the Snow, to not only stand, but do much more.
We've been working for 6 months to prepare. They've been practicing choreography, singing, and speaking lines, and it gives the kids an opportunity to be creative with puns and jokes and just funny things.
As students progressed week after week, they unknowingly developed other abilities.
I think a lot of them gained a lot of confidence from what they were able to accomplish here. I've seen children who were afraid to stand up in front of their peers and say hello, go to shouting from the back row so that the whole auditorium can hear them.
Performed confidently, music can transcend boundaries and bring people together.
I think it's important for kids to have music in school because you don't want to always hang back in the background. You want to be heard, and you can connect to anybody with music. You don't have to speak the same language. It's a life skill.
These students may not realize it now, but the skills and abilities they've learned from this winter musical will follow them throughout life. Army Sergeant Anthony Alcantar, Camp Casey, Korea.
Bring On the Snow included performances from Casey Elementary School's band and choir, and allowed students to express just how much they love snow and would love to have a snow day. As military police, the mission can change at a moment's notice. From patrol to kicking indoors, Army Sergeant Puma Perry takes us to one field training exercise that's getting MPs ready for anything.
In today's unconventional battlefield, training on a variety of skills can be a matter of life or death. Soldiers from the 557th Military Police Company and 19th Expeditionary Sustainment Command spend 3 weeks at Area 1's Rodriguez Range live-fire complex.
We're doing a hasty attack. It was a route recon. They were given a frago last minute, so they had 30 minutes to react to get on to Black Hawk Village in order to go through and conduct a hasty attack on the objective.
Over the 3-week period, the MP is focused on cordon and search procedures, clearing objectives, air assault operations, joint operations, and more training.
So it's very important that these guys have this kind of training because this is what we've been doing in the last 3 wars.
The training included a full spectrum of operations, from the planning stages to the aftermath of the mission.
It's good training because if I do go down range, there definitely could be a time where I would have to call up a 9 line for a real life situation, and the speed at which I call up a 9 line could save somebody's life. So the training on radios is definitely important. The training on hasty attacks like what we did today is extremely important.
Army Sergeant Puma Perry, the Rodriguez Range, Area 1, Korea.
The South Korean Special Defense Team also conducted joint operations alongside the MPs. That was your Around the Peninsula for this week. To see these stories and others, go to the AFN Pacific website or view them through the AFN Pacific app. From all of us at AFN, enjoy your evening.
The 2nd Infantry Division Medal of Honor recipient. On December 17, 1944, during World War II, Private First Class William A. Soderman was defending a key road near Rockerath, Belgium. He heard enemy tanks approaching the position where he calmly waited in the darkness. Soderman then stood up and launched a rocket into the lead tank. The daring bazooka man remained at his post all night and finally disabled 2 more German tanks. For his extraordinary heroism, Soderman was awarded the Medal of Honor.